Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope everybody's had a great week. I'm here just a little bit early, a couple minutes, just enough to say hello and show you what I've been doing over the last little bit and get caught up on what's been going on. So, lately, I've been playing in my watercolors, I've been doing some collage, but while I was out watching the laser do its thing, I have been, hi, new times. I have been creating other little things to be working in. And hey, Susie. And today we'll also be continuing a little bit of our watercolor. And if we have time, some other things as well. First off, I'm still, wanting to finish my field notes book. I have only a few pages to go. So we have a little bit of collage up and coming. And while I was out there, I don't know if anybody else gets these magazines in the mail. Um, we get Uline, and I thought this would be perfect to cut up. So while I was out in the shop, I cut this to create magazines, and I got rid of the other half of this part. Oh no, I didn't. I folded it in. That's what I did. I thought I cut it off, and it's been a little bit since I did this, but so what I did was I folded it in to create a smaller book, or if I wanted to, I could leave it as one and create a whole spread with this coming out. Hi, Lisa. So that's what I did with this half. And this half I'm leaving long, and I'm going to leave it plain, and I can glue and paint and whatever in this one. So I have this to be working in. So that gives us something else to play with, as well as creating some of my own books. This was a Costco magazine that came in the mail, and I did the same thing with this one. I folded it in, but I'm going to glue these. Um, I don't want this to come out because it it's very thin. So I thought it would be best if it was just glued and be done. And I will make a cover for this. So I wanted a tall, skinny book, and I thought this would be perfect for that. Now, they're not laying flat very well because I did hand fold these out there, and I didn't have any of my tools handy. So I will try and flatten this down. I'm going to put this into the book press and along with the other one, and make them flatten out. So we'll have that in a book press for a while. But I thought this would make, I've been looking at the ledgers. I thought this would make a nice ledger style. So I've been looking at them, and it's like I didn't want to spend $50, but I do have some ledger paper. Hey, Vanessa, how did it go? Hope your appointment went well. Um, but I have ledger paper, and I think I'm going to scan it and put it on either sticker paper or something like that. And then I'm going to put my own ledger sheets in here, mixed in with some other vintage papers, and create my own ledger style book. So that's up and coming. I'm also in the midst of creating a small watercolor book. So I will be having that as well. I will be stitching this up and working in that. This is a smooth paper, so this is going to work up a little bit differently than if you're using a cold press paper. Oh, wow. All right, well, keep us up to date there, Vanessa. So with that, I'm also working on, I haven't started yet, but I know the sketchbook revival has started, but I have paid for that, so I can continue on whenever I want to do that. Hey, Marty. So I will be working on that as well, doing some of the things for Sketchbook Revival. So I've got a lot of stuff that's a mix of a lot of different things. And then Coloring View, she showed this book on um, her channel, and I had gotten it. It's all her fault. We'll blame her. Um, so I went and I got this book and I started in it, and it's so far it's not so bad. And I'm using um, watercolor pencils, Faber-Castell watercolor pencils, and this is what I've done so far. I've done this page. Now they do get a little warped and they do get a little crinkly, and that's fine. I don't mind. And then this morning I started this one. So it it has a ways to go yet. It still needs a little bit of shading and a little bit more to bring out the brightness and maybe little bits more color. So I still have that to finish. And so that's what I am working on at the moment. Yeah, I like crinkly too. So those are some of the things that's going on. And the other thing I worked in was my stamp book. My glue it book, I should say. My random glue it book. Whatever piques your interest, put it in the book is what I did. So I decided I was going to complete the year because it's just a year of fun. It's for this year. And I thought, you know what? I'm having fun gluing them in. So I'm just going to continue and put this in here and continue on because I'm filling up the whole year anyway. And I wanted to finish it up. So I went ahead and I've done June and July, August and September. And I really love how it looks. And I have a bunch of different punches, different sizes. So I'm going to do some of those. And the other thing I want to do is I bought a pad of the Canson watercolor paper, and I am going to cut out some twinchies and do that because you remember I had gotten some punches. Well, those magnetic punches turned out to be two reasons why I returned them. One, I was getting frayed edges, so they weren't punching right. And I had issues, and I don't know if anybody else does, but if you have joint issues, they were so hard to get apart. And it's like, I didn't want to fight to do my art. So I sent them back. And I'm just going to cut my punches with uh, the guillotine or my squares with the guillotine and complete it that way. So I am going to be doing some twinchies as well as some ATCs. Hey, Belinda. So that's what I did in September, October, November, and I messed up and glued on here for December, but I'll just move it along and put December somewhere else and just continue on and not worry about it. Hi, Cindy. So I've been really enjoying the punches and especially the stamps. So this is my little collection. So when I was out there, I had this box, I brought my glue stick, I brought this book. That's what I took out to the garage with me while I was watching the laser do its thing. And I would just go and I would pull out just a couple. I did not look. And I pull them out and I say, this, whatever I pick up is the order it's going to go in. And that's how I glue them in my book. I don't think about it. Excuse me. I just put them in there. Hey, Belinda, I'm all right. I had a little stuffed up this morning because the air quality is not the best, even though we had snow. I always know when the air quality is in the yellow because I keep an eye on that, and it was just crazy. Like as soon as it hits yellow, I get stuffed up. So, but it's windy also. Anyway, so this is my moleskin, and I think I need to start going back here and working this way. I did start a little bit, but I need to do just a little bit more. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you. It's nice to see everybody this morning. Are you ready for part two of our watercolor today? I was just showing some of these things. Yes, it is very much. I really am enjoying keeping this because one with the elastic thing around it, it keeps it closed, but it is bending some, so I do need to go to the back side and start gluing from the back and working this way. And what's nice is I got that date stamp now, so I can actually um, date the page when I finish it. So, but yeah, I'm really enjoying just the randomness of putting whatever I feel like putting into this book because it's how would I say this? When you don't feel like doing much, but you want to do something. That's what I consider this to be. It's I want to art, but I don't want an art book. And gluing seems to be the best little thing. Yes, my random book of fun. But it's mostly all gluing and stickers. All gluing and stickers. And I even put the scavenger hunt in here. So it was gluing. So that went in there. So that's what this book is. And everybody should have one of these books. Like Dee Dee has a desk book and she puts her paint in there. No time filler, no real thought required time. Yes, exactly. Just relaxing and having fun and just taking the day as it goes. I also want to continue working in my sketchbook from Janet, which we will be working in some more. Just random, easy little sketches from different books that I've got, and I've been debating on whether I wanted to do the backs or not. It is a sanity saver, definitely is. So these are all the things that I have in the back on the side ready to go when I want to do something small or complicated. It really doesn't matter. And talking about things that are happening, I am at 900 and I think it said 7 or 8 or 9, somewhere around there, 900 and something subscribers, which means we're going to have that giveaway soon. So I am so looking forward to that. I can't wait. It's going to be a party day when I hit 1K. So be prepared to have lots of fun and lots of giveaways, as well as the grand prize of a handmade leather field notes journal like this. Something similar to this. It is really nice. You can put your cards in there. You can throw it in your purse. You can throw goodies in here. So yeah, just it fills in really nice. It's a really fun little book, and they fit all 3.5 by 5s. So that was a jotter's notebook. This is a field notes, and look at how nice that looks when you have your chunky little book in there. So that's going to be a giveaway. when I hit 1K, and we are getting very, very close. So that's going to be really nice because you can put just about anything in there. Like you don't even have to put a notebook in if you don't want to. You can use it as a wallet. So you can have whatever you need to put inside there, and it's very soft, it's very supple, it's all sealed. No stain is going to get on anything. Hey, Janet, nice to see you. Hey, Jackie, it's nice to see everybody coming in. So that's up and coming. So help me out, share me out. If you're not subscribed, please do. And yes, a fodder keeper. So we're getting very close. We're on the home stretch to 1K, and I appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing and being here. Hi, Lynn. So we'll have a fun day, and it will probably be on a Friday morning, so I don't have to worry too much about if I run over a little smidge, but it'll be a day of fun giveaways and a major prize giveaway, and it's for everybody. So, but you do have to be subscribed. That is the one thing, and I will have subscribers only on for that stream. So that is the mandatory thing, is to be subscribed at least a week before. You must be at least subscribed. I don't want somebody coming in last minute and saying, "Huh, I won, and I've only been subscribed to you for one day." So let's get in there, hit that button. Make sure you leave comments after the ends if you can. But hitting that like button is a big thing for a lot of people. So make sure you do that because it helps out the best and gets our videos out there. Now that all of that is out of the way, we're going to have some more fun. Look at how nice this dried up. Look at how nice this is dried up. And we've been on for 20 minutes and I didn't get anything done. Holy cow. Well, I did get to show so much stuff. And please do share out your channels. Everybody, if you want your channel shared, you want to share around, subscribe. We're all about that. We're all about supporting everybody. So you can see it's not blended very well. We're working on towards the blend. Now I did do one section here, so I did ahead a little bit, but you'll get to see the rest of this. Hey, Kim. So now we're going to get to the detailing, the fun stuff. We're going to do glazing. So, and everything is working out well this morning. My camera's saying, "Oh, I like the color. Thank you very much." It's not giving me lines, which I am so grateful for. So I can have my overhead light on, which is a blessing. Good morning, Lori. All right, we are going to have some fun now. Now we get to do some detailing, and I got fresh, clean water in my poop cup. It's on the standby right here, saying hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. So now I'm going to use a bigger brush because we're going to be using a little bit more water, and we're going to be doing a little bit more blending. And the fine point on the other brush is nice. It's great for detailing, but we need the Mamba Jamba out to do the big work, the heavy duty stuff. So now I am thinking Ugh, itchy eyeballs this morning. I'm thinking I'm going to start in here. Well, let's start with this one because I really don't like this one. It's just it did not blend like it needed to blend. So I am thinking wet the brush, get it all nice and primed, and decide what do I want most prominent. And I'm thinking this was a yellowish and it went into the blue, which went into there. So I think I am going to go with a nickel azo gold. And again, my paints are back here. You can see them. I'm just wetting this down and basically priming my paint. And no, I did not um, move anything since the last time, and I have not sprayed my paints. So let's bring you back down here now. And hopefully the camera decides to not do anything stupid. So now what I'm going to do, because this is yellow on here, I'm going to just blend it up. Blend it up. And I am going to go over the whole thing. Pull up just a smidge. It's more water than it is paint. This is glazing. And it will blend everything together. Now you can see the difference in what that did. It did take away some of the blue. If you want the blue back in there, which I think was a darker blue, I think I'm going to add a smidge. Yes, I can glaze with just water, but I wanted it to be more cohesive with a constant shade across the top. And I'm going to add a little bit of the blue back in, even though it's going to be green. It's fine because that's what I wanted in here. But I wanted that cohesive look. So I'm going to bring it down. And this is all wet, but I'm using my brush to bring and blend. So if you want a cohesive look, you take one color and you go over the whole thing. Because that's what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to blend a lot better. And I am just working it through because I don't want to take away the pink. And you just work it back and forth, but don't overwork your paper too much, because if you do, it will start pilling. Now I'm trying to go for the granulation is what I'm working on, which is why I'm just touching in different paints. And I'm working back and forth between the magenta, the nickel azo gold, and my quinacridone pink. So it's blending a little bit better, but it is wet right now, so I need that to dry. So now I'm just going to move on to another one that's not as close, but you can actually see the difference now in how it's changing to start getting the granulation in there. because these were done over like multiple times. Hey, Jane. So now we have the other blues in here, and this is a cobalt blue. This is the purple, and I think I'm going to go with the imperial purple part. Thank you, Marty. Yes, we're definitely working towards that 1K. We're looking for that 1K. All right, that is looking really nice. Let's get that lemon yellow, the Hansa yellow actually, and bring it back up because now that we have our base, it's so much easier to get this to blend in the middle. Yep, it's getting there, slow but sure, Jane. It's getting there. I suspect within the next month or so, which, it's fine. It will be just fine. And there's that look. It is looking so much better. Yes, we had a great time walking around the mountains. And I know other people are going to get to see her because she's going to get to visit with a few other people, which makes it so much fun when you get to meet a lot of the people around the area. I should say around, not the area, but around YouTube. Jane, yes, so did we. It was it was well over 8 inches of snow. Well over 8 inches of snow. It's crazy. But it'll all be gone in a couple of days. It will be snow melting. And yes, I am making a mess of this one. Needed some more paint, less water. Good morning, Teresa. How are you? More paint. And Moon Glow is a very nice granulating paint. So that's Moon Glow, and we have, I'm pretty sure it's Windsor Blue. Yep, it will all be gone for sure. It won't take long at all to get back to spring. But it was sure a surprise on how much we did get. I was like, oh my gosh. Can see the blending happening. Kim, that's cute. She lives in the flatlands where we can see tomorrow's weather today. Yes. Oh my God. Yes, I remember driving through those. It's like, oh my gosh, you can see for miles. And I'm just painting away here, so hopefully you're seeing what I'm doing. And it doesn't matter if you overlap or end up taking away paint that you're not supposed. These paints lift very well. They do lift very, very well. And they blend very well too. So, it's just like you have to work it and decide when is enough. And be gentle with your paper. Don't scrub your paper because if you scrub your paper, you're going to end up having it peel. I'm very gently touching as I go. So, what else has everybody been up to? I have been playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That's a challenge. That is definitely a challenge, but it's a lot of fun. And don't forget when you're painting here that you keep it bookended, meaning if you have one color on one side, make sure that you continue to have that color on the other side so it looks the same, which is what I'm trying to do here, but it blends into the green, into the yellow. So it's looking pretty good. It's not 100% just yet, but we will get there. I don't like that rough end right there, so I am going to try and blend just a little bit more with my green. And most of what I've been trying to use has been granulating. They are. These are the Daniel Smith. Most of these are Daniel Smith or Winsor and Newton. I haven't even touched my Schminky or my oh, what was the other one? I can't even remember what it was. The brain cells. But they do come really, really nice. And it depends on how much pigment you actually put on your brush as well. Oh wow, that's pretty cool, Teresa. Yeah, I enjoy playing. I played Breath of the Wild first. That was pretty cool. That big boss was something else to get past though. All right. This color was QOR, I'm pretty sure. QOR magenta. Yep, QOR magenta. It's one nice thing about having your stuff swatched. I know a lot of people say they don't swatch, but if you don't swatch, like all of mine have swatch cards, if you don't swatch, you're not going to know exactly what this paint looks like when it's dry because they don't look like anything that's in your palette. Like you look at the color and it's like, well, that's not what it looks like in the palette. I am playing on a Switch, actually. I'm playing on a Switch. Yes, I enjoy playing games. I like computer games. Now this one needs some help because it's all one color. I don't know what happened there, but it's all one color. So we need to work something there, and I'm not sure if I want to add color or just take color away. And I think I might just take color away and blend it up. It is rare to see other gamers. I have the Wii too. We have the Wii, we have the PlayStation, we had the old Nintendos. I loved playing Mario. That was so much fun. Yes. I've played games all my life. It was crazy. But yes. Zelda, yep. Oh my gosh. And my son bought all the cards that we can do the amiibos. I know this is not language for a lot of people, but yes, I like to use the amiibos because especially like I started the game without them, but after a while you need the help because it's hard to find the things you need. So, and to beat some of the bosses, it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I scanned some of the amiibos and oh, that's cool, Marty. That's cool. uh, I I usually play first thing in the morning, mid-afternoon, and then before I go to bed. So I like to do, just play. In the evenings is more of I like to just ramble around all of the mountains and the different areas and collect things just to sightsee more or less, just going everywhere to all the little towns. And you have found your tribe. You sure have, Cindy. You sure have. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I like playing. If there was a way to play, I don't know if my son has it set up or not, but if to play with a partner is like cool. But yeah, I actually have the PlayStation 3 down here and it's set up and I have the Wii set up so I can play down here, but the Switch is upstairs, so I usually play that upstairs. It's getting there. It is getting there. It's nice, but it's not to where I really want it to be yet, so I'm just gonna play with the water a little bit now and blend a little more because I like the color. I like the color, but I don't like how it actually blended right there. So I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna make the line and make the points of my brush go towards the edge. So it gives me my line and gives me a grain look, I think. I think I like that. I think I like the grain look. Gaming on a console is good for finger dexterity for yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is actually getting my thumbs back into shape because they've been so sore, and I've been playing that and getting it has been really great for the hands. Yes, I love the whole exploring side. He has a lot of games, so I'll have to check it out. Hey, Raul. Second time watching this type of art you're doing. Oh, nice. The only game playing is Monopoly Go, and it's fun. Lots of events now. It's a partner event, and I have 9 accounts. Holy crap. I haven't played Monopoly Go. Kim's a word game addict. I like doing that too. Oh my gosh, I played Sims. I had the Sims on computer for years. I actually we still have all the old CDs here. I used to love The Sims, building the houses and changing it around and yeah. Look at this, we got a gaming community happening here. How about that? That's so cool. I really like how this one came out. So I'm going to try and do that with this one, with the blue. See, we like to do all kinds of things here. You just never know what you're going to come up against in a live stream or any stream for that matter. I'm going to try and do the same thing because I like that look over there. So I'm going to do that here, which means I'm going to have to adjust my, oops. Now I got some on the darn flower. That's all right. It'll come off. It'll come off. So now I want to do that to this one, so which means it's kind of streaking the paint, but not. Let's turn it around this way and do it this way. Yes, I have search and find books that I sit and usually do when I come down here, but lately I've been coloring in my new coloring book that I got. It's all View's fault. All right, now we've got to get this one down here to match. So I didn't touch any paint or anything with my brush. It's still just coming off of what I brushed up above here. And as this paint starts getting tacky, it will give me that streaky look. So it's a different type of technique that you can use. And I've decided already I'm going to do the sketchy look. No, I haven't yet, but I have a book that I'm going to be doing some more of this style. Um, where I got these flowers from are is this book, The Flower Color Guide, and I pulled that one out to do. So that's where these flowers came from. They're not perfect. They're similar, but but it's a really nice book. So I've been using that for my references. Oh my gosh. Fluent in 9 languages. That's crazy, Raul. That's crazy. Holy moly. All right, where was I? Yes, this. So I'm just rubbing this down to get this kind of a look, but I need to bring some of that paint down into here. because I still want to have the purple up there, but I want to bring the blue into the purple down here, which gives it that streaky look. So now we're going to add in, and I keep taking a lot of it off my brush, but I need to have that purple tint up in here just a little bit. But I want that sketchy look. And using the bigger brushes is good for that. Because I want it to look like it's wood. It gets the little bit of a hint of the purple. Marty, can you just see that? Raul start talking and all 9 languages start coming out at once. All right. Let's get some more purple in here. Just enough to give it the hint, but not overdone. That looks good. It's getting there. It's looking a lot better than it was. I'm happy with the different shades and changes. You got a primary set of, well, that's good. That's good. The primary set is good for, you know, trying out and doing your color mixing. And then as you go, like, if you find a favorite color that you like, and Cindy, where are you? Are you you're going to a wedding tomorrow, so you need to do some more ironing? Oh, Janet, ironing. And it's not fun ironing. Oh my gosh. Where are you at, Cindy? Are you in the States or where? Eastern Tennessee. Ah. So it's not looking bad. It's looking a little better. I'm kind of liking it. I'm not liking the total paleness of this one though, because everything else is so vibrant. So I'm going to try, and this one I'm pretty sure was lunar blue. So I'm going to put a little bit more of the lunar blue in here. Well, that's very dark. And bring it out here because that's bookending. You got to remember to bookend. What's on one side of your design goes on the other side of your design when you're painting, just so it makes it cohesive. This is a little bit dark for me. I'm going to lighten it up just a smidge with water. It's looking pretty good so far. And this one had the wisteria with it. Hey, Christina. So I'm going to pull that in. I'm not sure if I want to keep it that color or not. It's there, but I think I'm going to go darker. I think I'm going to go darker with the moon glow and add the moon glow to it. So basically mixing the colors on my paper just to give it a darker shade, which I think looks really good. I know you can't see too much because it's in the light. Let's add some more lunar blue in here. Now lunar blue is also a granulating, and I love the granulatings for this because it just gives the whole background more texture. It's kind of blending in a little bit, but that's all right. Now I'm going to dry my brush some and just gently bring the brush up, wipe it off. And give it that look that I'm looking for. Add some more lunar blue to my brush. Lunar blue is like a blue-gray kind of. It is a very nice color. And again, I want this to blend, so I'm going to just dry my brush off, which I've been doing. And I'm going to pull down. Pull down. I don't want the blue to go up very far. It is shading just a little bit with it, but I'm basically lifting is what I'm doing. Which is okay to have a little bit of a lighter area. And I think that's what this one is kind of overpowering as well. So what I can do is just take the water on my brush and blend it to the sides, which will give a highlight in the middle. So when I'm using the tip of my brush towards the line, it's pushing the pigment, which makes a big difference. And gives it a different look. It makes it look like it's 3D. So you can do that. Like just gently take and move your pigment from the center to the sides. And that's how I get my lines to show up, is because I'm pushing the heavy pigment to that edge. Hey, Spider. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Are you doing anything special today for the weekend? Anything exciting happening? I will probably be playing Zelda. and arting because I want to try my new book that I got and do some transparent flowers. That's looking so much better. Canasta Wars. Oh, that's different. That is different. I'm liking how that looks now with the shading and the light that's happening because this is in front of and this is darker and it's in the back. I might do that here. Bring it over to the edge. Too much water. Just don't overdo because if you overdo, you're going to scrub your paper. So try and be gentle when you're doing that. Oh my goodness, Teresa. How old is your granddaughter? My grands are 17, 22, and I think he turned 25, the oldest. So yeah, time is flying. Time is flying. Oh, 16 months. I didn't see that. Thanks for that busy age comment because I read it, but I didn't that 16 months didn't like show up. Oh my gosh. That's very young. That's very young. So what are you thinking so far? Now I'm going to try and take out that blue that's there, which is very easy to do. I'm just scrubbing my bristles with water back and forth to make the blue go away, which works just fine. And the same down here. Even though, it just came in, it's fine. It'll just take that right away from there. So don't worry if you accidentally end up going on to your flowers. It doesn't matter. It comes off. Yesterday she had crawled on the TV console. You have 7, oldest is 18, and the youngest will be born next month. Oh my gosh! I have grands that are talking about family, and it's like, oh my God, I hope you to be a great grandmother one day soon. Maybe they just my oldest granddaughter, who's 22, is just moved in with her boyfriend, and one day, one day, we'll have grands, great grands. So I will keep this. I will keep this, and it will be used in collage. I have some upcoming stuff that I'm going to be showing you that is going to blow your mind, and we will be having fun doing it. All right. I'm kind of liking this. I'm kind of liking just where it is. So now I'm going to get my tiny bristle brush, or my tiny pointed brush, my long round. I'm going to go into my green, my serpentine green, and we are going to make tiny little veins, just gently little marks, nothing spectacular. We're just making little lines all over the place with no rhyme or reason. And that is going to be the little green veins that happen. And it will give it the essence of there's something more in there. I am using a Princeton Velvet Touch Long Round, and I have the Aqua Elite Long Round, and this one is Laurel Cornell, it's number 10. Um, just my favorites are the Princeton ones. So let's take a little more green, and we need to do some of the veins up in the top of this one. And like I said, this point is very, 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 very fine. And it is just giving me the essence of veins in the top. I'm not looking for it to be exact. This is not the point of doing, having a reference. I'm using the reference, but it's basically just to give me an idea. After that, it's up to me with how much I am going to be putting into the detail. Could I make this identical? Yes. Was it my intention? No. Was it just to have fun? Yes. That is exactly what we're doing. We're just enjoying the process. So that's about as much detail as I'd like to do with watercolor. The next step is either if you have a watercolor waterproof marker, if you have ink that you like to use, or a pen. There is one more thing I want to do. I have decided the short Princeton and Rosemary brushes. I don't know if I've seen the short ones. These aren't so bad. These aren't really long. These are nice. I think I'm going to highlight with a brush of gold over the top of my flower. And I'm going to decide. I don't know which one to use. So do I have a piece of watercolor paper around here that I used for testing earlier? Maybe. I do somewhere. I could have sworn I used it yesterday. What did I do with it? I don't know. Ah, no, that's not it. Anyway, I'm just going to grab a piece of paper because any paper will do, because I want to see a gilded lily. Yes, I want to see what colors of gold these are. Let's just add some water onto these guys, because these are the only thing I ever bought that were already panned, and they are homemade, and they are from Sci Art Gallery. Oh, there's my colors. It was upside down. Now I know what colors they are. How about that? I don't have to do the swatching because I did the swatching. So what am I going to put on there? What color? The angular Princeton Velvet is a great brush. I think I'm going to go with either this one or the rich pale, either the moon gold or the rich pale. Just enough to give it a hint. I'm thinking rich pale, which they are no, these are actually watercolor. These are actually watercolor. So wish me luck here. Husky fluff, holy moly. I am doing just a wash. One stroke only. one way because I do not want to lift the paint. And I'm only doing the leaf, the petals. One way only. Because if you go back and forth too much, you will lift. And I do not want to lift. So you have to be very careful when you're doing a wash over your watercolor because it will lift. That is making it look very nice. Now you can see the difference in what a glaze will also do over other colors. I need a little bit more water on that. So you could take your metallic paints, your pearlescent paints, you water them down just a smidge so you get a thin layer so your bottom layer continues to come out because I want the pinks to show and the veins to show. And I think I got them all. So the petals. Hey, Dana. So now I have sparkly, glistening petals, which make the flowers stand out a whole lot nicer. Yeah, these are very, very nice. I like these. I'm going to be getting some more in different colors because I really like how they go on, how smooth they are, how well they when you put the water on, they melt so easily. But yes, now we have a really nice 3D flower. So the next step, if you want, you can take and get your black ink, some kind of a marker. Where's my markers? They're over here somewhere. Or you could use a dip pen. You could use a dip pen if you want. So you can take, now I know this is wet yet. It won't take long to dry actually. It really doesn't here. But you can come down in, and this is a 5. And I am doing a wobbly line. I know you can't see it until I hold it up. But you have to be careful too because it will ruin your tips if you're using these. The other thing is if you really want to, you can take and use a Bic pen, the black, the crystal Bics, and you can use those as well to outline. They work really nice as just as nice as using, and I have to keep wiping my tip off because it's putting moisture onto your, you can just see very, very lightly it is. But I'm going to go around the stamen part of this. If my, nope, this one's not going to work. So let's get, oh my gosh, let's get a black pen. Where's my black pen? Instead of a marker, you get a crystal Bic. My supply. I've got purple, blue, and black, and then there's some of the other colors in there, and it works just as nice. It did make make them pop quite a bit. Paper, because they're new. So now, if you don't have a marker, or you have watercolors that are just, ruining your pens, your other markers, you can take and go and use your Bic crystal pen. And these are waterproof, actually. You could draw your pictures with your Bic pen and then paint over them, and they will not run. I know, because that's what I've been using. And I am just using a scribbly line, and I'm going over it twice, and I'm doing it purposely because I want it to have that just fun look. I don't want it to have, just, I just want to have fun doing it. And they are waterproof. That's why I've got a whole supply of them, because I have been using these to start my ink in my other book. That's what I've used to draw in here. I used my Bic pen, and then I did my watercolor, and then I went back over with my Bic pen to give the extra highlights. And the same with there. That's could still use a little bit more of outlining, but yeah, they're really, really great. You can put anything, pretty much anything over them. Let's do the other one. And we'll just go around it. Now you can do the lines if you so wish, but I am not going to do the lines. I am just going to let the paint be my divider. And I'm putting the little dots on these because it's easier to put the dots on with a pen than it is to do it with watercolor. And there is our picture. Doesn't that look nice? Can you see those lines? You can see the glistening of the flower. Well, that was really, really cool to do. I really enjoyed that. It's not 100% like the picture, but we came close. We came close. And I took the liberty of adding the gilding to my flower. They don't look bad. They don't look bad. I think I'm going to make some stickers out of this. I'm going to have some stickers made up. I'm going to print some. I'm going to have some of my art on stickers. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. I've been wanting to do it for a very, very long time. And I think that would be perfect. So between this one, and this one, I think I'd have some cute stickers. So that worked out really, really well. Well, everybody, I don't want to bore you with any more stuff today. And there's View. There's View. Oh my gosh, View. It's all your fault, View. Did you see I made a post and said it was all your fault, View? Definitely all your fault, View. You just left the dentist? I'm sorry. You saw that? It's all your fault, View. But look at my page. There we are. Yes. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I've been enjoying it. So anyway, I am going to let everybody go. View, you feel better, and Cindy, you as well. And thank you so much, everybody, for being here and sharing in my love of art and my different medias that I like to do. So I will say thank you. And please don't forget to share this out with your friends. I want to hit 1K soon, and I'm very, very close. I only need about 80 people. So we're getting there. Hit the thumb, share it out, and let's make it happen so we can have a party day. So from my quiet corner to yours, have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody. Live is going to be live. The coloring view is going to be live in a few minutes. So head on over to her house. Bye, everybody.